Happy 4th of July, everybody. With stores open today, and we hope you're all having a blessed and safe day with your families. I wanted to introduce you to our lovely, lovely new guest vendors. This is Daniel and Jessica. Hi, guys. We are so excited to have you here, and you have one piece in particular that we're going to focus on because it's actually your first piece that you've done. You guys are a service family, so we thank you so much for your service. I believe 9 years in the Air Force. So thank you so much for that, and we're so honored that you've chosen the store to have your first. It's a piece of furniture, but it's a work of art. 30 plus hours of labor. So we're going to get you to talk about it, Daniel, because you can talk more about it than I can. Your company is called Lost World
Relics.
I need to say treasures. Sorry, guys. Lost World Relics. There you go. Please follow them. They're on Facebook and Instagram. And your ethos really is that every piece should tell a story.
Right, yeah. So our motto, it's slightly long, but we like it. But we want to tell extraordinary stories through the lost relics of our past. So what does that mean? We're like talking, and we view furniture, you look up the definition or you care to online. A relic is just something that's, either special or lost from the past. And so for us, a lot of these things are broken, like furniture, and it's disheveled. They either get thrown away or at thrift stores, but we want to bring new life in them and be able to tell a story. So like this piece is a mid-century modern, either a gentleman's chest, or a tall boy. We're not really sure which one because you can tell.
It's a bit of both, really, isn't it?
It is a bit of both. It definitely was custom made. Something that we really like, quirky things. Every single drawer is a completely different size, even the two in the middle that look the same.
They're actually different.
One of them is a 1/4 of an inch shorter. So we really think that it was a custom piece, which is cool that someone had a custom piece, which you wonder about the story. Again.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, but we do know from where we purchased it from, there was paperwork that it is between 1940 and 1945.
Okay.
But since today is July 4th, we wanted to, all of our pieces, we're going to give them names. So this is dubbed the G.I. Joe for the reason of, it was painted in Melange Paints Pontchartrain green.
It's a beautiful green. I would call it like a hunter green welly color. I think that might be a British phrase, but it's it's quite a masculine color, but so contemporary.
Yeah, it's got a really soft. Depending on how the light hits it, you'll see kind of like blue hues to it as well.
It's a bit darker actually than it looks on my screen.
Yeah, green's always a hard color to capture, but kind of part of the story with Pontchartrain green. We named it G.I. Joe. Like we said, we're a veteran family. I served in the Air Force for roughly 9 years. So this was something that started out as a hobby and turned into a business very quickly, as I found that it was something that I had a natural gift for. And like everybody online that paints furniture, it's very therapeutic.
It is, isn't it? It's so absorbing.
And then my wife is...
I call Jessica your kind of design guru.
She's my quality control.
Quality?
She says, yes, that color looks good. No, it doesn't. But I do the sanding and the painting and all the repairs. But she's the business end, helps me, does this look good for social media? The budgeting, all that stuff. And I couldn't do what I do without that side of the house. So
we're definitely a team, and he's the one that takes on that manual labor, puts a lot of time and hard work and a lot of love into each piece that he works on. So we want to make sure it's good quality for whoever the potential buyer is.
And the way you guys look at each other, just sidebar, oh my gosh, you give me gooses the way you adore each other. So we're so happy that we have you here. So sorry to interrupt with the goosey woosey bits, but go on. I'm sorry.
We did just get married about a year ago.
Oh, guys, that's lovely.
Another cool thing about the dresser, so on the side here, it has kind of like these accent panels, which for the time in the 40s was not ultra common. So I thought that gave
it's pretty
a really nice,
like panels.
We kind of toyed with the idea of do we put some transfer designs in the middle there, but like we said, with this first piece, we really wanted to kind of restore it back to original glory, so to speak.
And I would assume that was you going to the idea of it being hand built for someone, which I completely agree with. This is all extra expense, I suppose. So it was really a labor of love then, and it's now a labor of love for you guys.
Yes, and in the inside too with the drawers, which we won't be able to pull them out on the video, but even the sliders for the drawers, you know, your modern drawers have metal sliders that come out. And yes, they're really nice because they come out like butter, but these are actually hand carved. So you'll see.
We can probably take a drawer out.
Yeah,
Let's do it if you don't mind.
Lights.
We'll just show inside. Let me just show the dovetailing on the sides while I've got you. And that you've lined it all, and it smells good, guys, and they have their logo imprinted on the side there. But let's get into the mechanics. I love seeing all of this with beautiful furniture.
So this wood right here, again, we had a huge shout out to Wise Owl Paints. And they're
so
based
smooth.
up in Michigan, but they have a really amazing top coat that we use. So it's a salve. It's really great. This wood was probably 6 shades lighter. So their salve is, they have scented and unscented salves, but we used Black Sea, and it gives kind of like a really ocean kind of a smell, which we live, for anybody watching out of state, we live in Florida, so we wanted it to have like an ocean vibe.
It's just a gentle freshness,
Yeah.
like a clean air. It's not. It's just, what can I smell? And it's just a gentle.
It puts moisture, you know, not for mold or anything like that, so don't worry, but it gives moisture back to the wood and gives it more life. So
It's so
it brought
smooth.
its original color out.
And
you
the
can see
grain.
here, the slider for the drawers, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but it does arc up a little bit. So it was actually either with a hand tool or whatever they would have used in the 40s, but it was actually hand carved. So obviously there's some, it's not significant, but some slight drawer sag, but they do come out
They're very smooth. Yeah.
But that's just a really cool feature. And then we put, obviously, a little modern protection if we used it for clothing or dishes.
These are wonderful. So this is a kind of, it's got a nice texture on it too, so it could wipe clean and what have you.
And then also,
And there's your logo. Ta-da!
and then the hardware on here is not original. Unfortunately, the original hardware was pretty damaged and to be honest, was really outdated. But we were able to kind of
How cool is this?
scour the internet and find some 1940s esque hardware, and we're able to put it on. And just for me, being that I was in the military, I like uniformity, and
I agree.
The clean straight edges kind of matched.
And they
you know,
match the
character.
little, keyhole. Can't speak on the Monday morning. And these are original, right? The keyholes.
Yes, the keyholes are original. Like a lot of old pieces, they don't
You
work.
yes.
There is no key for it, but it does give a lot of character.
It's interesting, this bit here then, that would have been for the lock, I guess, to turn.
So we actually open up here, you can see that the lock is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And a really cool thing in the 40s, you know, I thought it was really interesting how everything is like offset. So if you look like all
I saw that.
all the keyholes, they're all like kind of offset.
Yeah.
So, again, a quirky thing that
Probably because it's hand built and not
nowadays
mass
we would've just
produced.
made it all line up, but again,
Yeah.
another cool thing of knowing that this was probably not a mass produced item, but just coming from that World War II era.
Yeah, so it's the G.I. Joe, we'll go back to that.
Right. So that World War II era, the color we chose, very military, definitely was the color of a lot of the fatigues. But on our Lost World Relics Instagram page, we have a little bit more of a story about the piece. But we kind of talked about D-Day when Allied troops, United States, Canada, you know, everybody was an Allied troop, stormed the beaches of Normandy. And with that, this was just a color that kind of, you know, nodded to that. But because those were beaches, that was another reason we used creatively that salve that has like an ocean scent to kind of help people, especially on the 4th of July today, remember kind of this piece kind of resembles what people sacrificed for not
Absolutely.
just the United States, but for
my
everywhere,
country.
right, for many countries at
Yeah.
that time. So that's kind of, we don't want to just push out furniture to make sales. We really love the story and hope that whoever
There's
buys
great
it,
thought behind it.
yeah,
And I
that's our
think,
passion is to
yeah,
share
it's
the story.
lovely. It's lovely, and it's going back to what we love about furniture, that it's unique and that it's handcrafted and it's solid wood. I should show around the back. I'm going to scoot around this way just to show you guys. Solid wood throughout. Oh, I hope I don't make you. Let me go around this way to show you. So it's all solid wood at the back. And 30 plus hours of working on it just to recreate it. There's such a romance and a lovely story about that. So the measurements we posted we posted a whole load of photos of this piece on Saturday. The measurements are on there. You don't have them off the top of your head, do you?
It's about, so lengthwise here is about 44 inches. It's about 19 and a half inches deep, and then
41 tall.
41
Yeah.
So it's, you know, and I'm 6 foot, so you can see the comparison.
And we're a little bit shorter.
She's really little, so.
Oh.
But this, honestly, just uses for this.
It's so smooth,
things,
guys.
This is something that honestly I've seen people use these tall boys for like coffee and tea bars because they are a really good waist. It's at most people.
It's a great height, yeah.
And then you have these drawers for maybe you have china or something like that. You use it for whatever you like. One thing that we love to encourage people, if you do come into Coastal Market 607 in Largo, Clearwater area, to look at it, and we encourage you to do so because they have a beautiful store.
Thank you.
We're now here all the time. But our pieces, just like a lot of pieces they do have a cure time. So we painted this. It's not going to scratch off or anything. It has a very good top coat, but we'd really encourage you to not use any heavy use on putting decorations on it or your decor on it for at least 2 weeks from like today's date.
Yeah.
It just gives most chalk paints and chalk synthesis paints, they take a roughly 30 days to cure, and all that means for those of you who might not know what that means, it just takes time for it to really get to its most durable state. So you definitely could use the insides of the drawers and stuff, but we just encourage you to kind of adhere to that so it lasts. We just want it to last for you as long as possible.
Yeah, it's heaven, and the story of it and the fact you've taken so much time and care to look after it and bring it to us. I think it's a forever piece. Hopefully it'll be bought by a family that will keep it in their family with the lovely story that it all entails. Now, let me just show you. This is the tags that, thank you, Lady Williams. She just said how beautiful it is.
Oh,
We're getting lots of likes. So this is your gorgeous logo, Lost World Relics. It's $5.79. It's from the 40s, which of course is what we're talking about with World War II. And at Lost World Relics is the Instagram and Facebook. So please follow them, and you'll hear more about them and their wonderful stories in due course. Thank you so much, guys. We are so honored to have you guys with us. It's really a wonderful love story and a magical piece. So first come, first serve, guys. And the store is open today, 727-587-6607. Bye, guys. Thank you.